Hello, children. Hope you all are doing well. Students, in our last video, we have discussed about two outcomes of democracy. That is, a democratic government must be accountable, responsive, and legitimate government. It must focus on economic growth and development. Today, we are going to discuss about the reduction of inequality and poverty. Democracies are based on political equality. All individuals have equal weight in electing representatives. But democracy does not appear to be successful in reducing economic inequalities. A small number of ultra rich enjoy a highly disproportionate share of wealth and income. Their share of total income is increasing, so as the national income is. But the people at the bottom of society have very little to depend upon. But political parties, they do not want to lose the vote of large poor section. So reducing poverty is the main agenda of campaigning at the time of elections. Next outcome is accommodation of social diversity. It will be a fair expectation that democracy should produce a harmonious social life. It should reduce the possibility of tensions, ability to handle social differences, divisions, and conflicts is the main merit of democratic regimes. But no society can fully and permanently resolve the conflicts among the social different groups. But democracy must fulfill two conditions to achieve this outcome. First, it is necessary to understand that democracy is not simply ruled by majority opinion. The majority always need to work with the minority so that government function to represent the general view. Majority and minority opinions are not permanent. Second, it is also necessary that rule by majority does not become the rule by majority community in terms of religion or race or linguistic groups. It means that in case of every decision or in case of every election, different persons or different groups may or can form majority. Democracy remains democracy as long as every citizen has a chance of being in majority at some point of time. Means the ruler must not be dependent on the majority groups. Fifth and the last outcome of democracy is dignity and freedom of citizens. Dignity and freedom are best guaranteed in democracy. Let's see with some of the examples. In case of women, for a long time they were denied of equal rights, justice, dignity and freedom. But democracy ensures all these to women. Democracy in India has strengthened the claims of disadvantaged and discriminated castes for equal status and opportunity. And last but not the least, democracy is the only kind of government which transforms people from status of a subject into that of a citizen. But people demand for more and more benefits from the democracy. Means we can say that the examination of democracy never gets over. Democracy passes one test, people produces another test. They give one benefit to the people, they ask for more and more to make democracy even more better. The fact that the people are complaining itself a testimony to the success of democracy. You can speak if you have any complaint with the government. This shows people's awareness and the ability to expect and look at power holders and high and mighty. Again, it shows the transformation of people from the status of subject into that of citizens. The citizens believe that their votes make a difference to the way the government is run and to their own self interest. So, children, these were some of the outcomes of democracy that in a democratic country we are served with such outcomes which we may not get in any other kind of government. This is all for the day now. Children, in the next video, we will meet with one more chapter. Till then, bye bye. Thank you for your attention and keep safe. Bye.